Hey, check this out. Learn how to set some boundaries in your life. Learn how to set some boundaries in your life. Don't just accept anything in life. Don't just allow anybody to behave any kind of way in your life. You gotta let people know. Understand, I'm about respect. I'm about truth. I'm about honesty. If you don't stand on that, if you don't fit in that group, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And you got to stand on what you believe is right for you. You got to stand on what you believe is right in your life. Set boundaries, man. It be a lot of us out here just accepting anything from anybody. And it's causing us to become bitter. It's causing us to become bitter and less acceptable to our boundaries and what we set in place. Once you set some shit and you stand on how it should be from your outlook and your perspective about something, make sure nobody don't cross them guidelines, bruh. A person should have only one time to either disrespect you, lie on you, do some shit that crosses your boundaries to make you say, I ain't fucking with you no more. They should only have one time. Stop giving people chance after chance because of you kind-hearted. A lot of us that's kind-hearted, that be trying to see the bigger picture and shit, we be using our energy on people who don't give a fuck about us, and we be taking away from the energy and the love we can be putting towards something else that's going to appreciate us. People will run all over you, man. You will be the person that everybody come to fuck over. Because they know you kitty all the time. You ain't set no boundaries. You ain't got nothing in place. You just, you trying to go along to get along, man. I understand a lot of us, we don't like solitude. We don't like to be alone. We don't like to accept the fact that ain't nobody like you. Ain't nobody like us. Don't nobody think like you. Ain't nobody handprint like yours. A lot of us don't want to accept that we uniquely made different and we going to have different perspectives about life. We want to always be around and indulge in the crowd. We want to always go out and hang out with our friends and shit. Not even knowing a lot of them is pulling us back. They pulling us back from things that you know that you deserve. You know that you worthy of, bruh. They pulling you back from growing. That's why a lot of people think the same way they've been thinking 10 years ago, they think that same way right now today. It's a lack of growth because they got the wrong people around them that's pulling them out of their energy of the boundaries that they set in place for themselves. You got to set boundaries in life. Don't let nobody play with you, man. Don't let nobody feel like you're going to be the one that they can just fuck over and you ain't going to do nothing. The best, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all, understand this. The best revenge you can never get on a person is cutting their ass off, distancing yourself, and loving them from a distance. Because when you a good person, people gonna miss out on you. They gonna miss out on your energy. I'm telling you what I know, bruh. People gonna miss you, bruh. Do you know that it's a shortage on good people out here? You might just be flaunting your energy around to all these different people in these different circles thinking that, you know, you got it like that or they got it like that with you, but you not even knowing you putting yourself in a vulnerable position. You weakening yourself by allowing these people to just use you however they want to use you. People gonna miss you when you gone. And the right people gonna fit into your life and they gonna make sure they don't do nothing to fuck over you or to have you feel some kind of way about them when it comes to setting boundaries and when it comes to your mental peace and what you stand on. The ones that really love you gonna respect that. They gonna appreciate you for that. They gonna understand that. I can't take it that far with him, so let me go do that with her or let me go do that with them. I know how far I can go with her because I know she ain't gonna allow that shit. Sis ain't on that shit no more. So let me go find somebody else who to play with. When you set boundaries in your life, it shows a level of structure. You structured. You got things set in place a certain way in your life and you know exactly how to deal with people. You know exactly what to look for when building with people and building with relationships, business, whatever. If a person crossed those guidelines, whatever you set in stone for yourself, you got to be willing to walk away and stop giving second and third chances because of you weakening your vessel, you weakening yourself, and you opening yourself up to more demonic-like behavior and more chaos and shit that you don't deserve because you a good fucking person. You a good person. Be willing to walk away sometimes, man. Give a fuck who is on. I don't care who don't like it. Be willing to look yourself in that mirror and say, I'm gonna thug this bitch out by myself if I got to. I came in this motherfucker by myself. Shit, I gotta return into dust by myself. You dig what I'm talking about? Set boundaries in your life, man. You deserve better. Sus, you deserve better. Bruh, you deserve better. Look yourself in that mirror and tell yourself, all I got is myself at the end of the day. One person I know I'm gonna be with all the time, and that's gonna be me. So let me make sure I set some boundaries for myself to put me in a position to attract the right people that's for me in my life. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm preaching because everybody telling me you need to start preaching. But look, I'm just keeping it real, man. We gotta really understand what times we in. People don't give a fuck about nobody. They don't give a fuck about shit going on out here. People don't give a fuck about nothing. They cutthroat as ever right now, dog. And if you ain't careful, you gonna fall vulnerable or you gonna fall weak to some shit that can cause you to lose your freedom or your life, or cause you to lose out on an opportunity or a position or somewhere that was destined for you to be at. Set boundaries in life with money, relationships, with family, with your kids. Set boundaries in life. You ain't gonna cross this. You cross this, this gonna happen. And I'm willing to stand on that shit wholeheartedly. You know what I mean? Too many of us, we accept anything. We just go along to get along, bruh. We accept any fucking thing. I'm here to be the whistleblower. Stop allowing anybody to just come in your life and make a fucking mess and leave and then want to come back whenever they feel like they get ready to. Make a mess in your life. Your shit was right. Then they fuck your shit up. And then they go out and fuck somebody else shit up. And then they want to come back when they want to like ain't nothing ever happened. Fuck that shit. Set boundaries. You cross me once, it ain't gonna happen again. This ain't baseball. I don't believe in 3 strikes you out. You only got one time to show me who you is. You only got one time to prove to me who you say you is. And I'm gonna give you a chance. And once some shit go left and it go in a direction to where it's unfixable, my nigga, or it's not even worth even bringing up or mentioning or dealing with you no more, have a good life. Have a good life. You got to be willing to chuck the deuces. You a good motherfucking person. You deserve better. You deserve the real. You deserve the best. You deserve the ultimate out of a motherfucker. Because that's what you bringing. That's what you feel. When you love for real. When you respect the ground a motherfucker walk on, you do that shit for real. Man, I love that person, man. I go to war for that motherfucker. You know what I mean? But do they feel like that about you? And if they do feel like that about you, they ain't gonna bring you no harm, no stress, no drama. They ain't gonna be lying on you. They ain't gonna be making shit up about you. They ain't gonna be making you feel less than yourself or less than who you is, because you is and motherfucking important. You important. Don't never look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you ain't important. You important out this motherfucker. People need you, especially when you good. People need you. You important. Do you understand that shit? You important, man. You got to start seeing the light in yourself, because they see the light. That's why so many people being attracted to you, because they see your light. But do you see your light? Do you understand it? And when you do learn how to see it and you understand it, you got to protect that shit, man. You got to protect it. Build a wall around your motherfucking peace. Build a wall with boundaries set up. You ain't getting in unless you coming in like this. And if you already in and you not moving like this, then shit, man, keep it pushing. I'm telling you right now, dog. This shit gonna change somebody's life when they see this message. I don't know who it is, but I got a feeling, because right now, bruh, it's just hella shit going on in life, bro, to where people dealing with shit that they shouldn't even be putting up with. People is going through things they shouldn't even be going through, certain things, and going through certain things with certain individuals with who they been and moved on from. Why is you still going back to people? Why is you still trying to get this person a second and third chance in your life? Why is you, and then when you do, because it's okay to forgive a motherfucker about some shit, but you better know how to deal with a person, man, where they at. If a motherfucker ever did you dirty, you better know how to deal with a person for where they at. I know how to deal with you now. Yeah, it's cool. I see you did your thing. You done fucked me over. But I know how to deal with you, because it might be a family member and it might be somebody you can't just get rid of like that. You're going to see him at the family barbecues. You might see him on, on the holidays or at the birthdays. So you can't just eliminate him. But at the end of the day, I know how to deal with you. You feel me? And it ain't going to never be the same. And it ain't supposed to, especially when you're a good person and you got a good fucking heart. Let people miss out on that shit. Let people miss out on that shit, because it's going to teach them a lesson in their life. You don't fuck over anybody, bruh. We come a dime a dozen. Motherfuckers ain't just getting handed good people out this motherfucker, especially nowadays. So everybody isolated. But while you isolated, you need to be setting boundaries and creating boundaries for yourself, especially when you done been down through there. You feel me? You got to learn from your mistakes from your past. Okay, I let this shit happen too many times. I let this person in when I knew they wasn't good for me. I seen the warnings. I seen the signs. God in the Bible would say warning come before destruction. I seen the signs. I ignored that shit. I ain't doing that shit this time. You ain't getting past this motherfucking force field that I got set up. You only got one time with me, man, to fuck me over or to do me dirty. Excuse my language. You know what I mean? Excuse my language. This supposed to be censored. My bad. But at the end of the day, I love y'all, man. And I love the real ones out there who can see what I'm talking about, who can feel what I'm talking about, and who can identify what I'm talking about, who can relate to what I'm talking about. It's gonna be some people, man, come in your life, dog. Man, they gonna be messy as hell, man. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like motherfucker just walking on your brand new couches, your brand new all white couches with muddy shoes on and shit. Like, hold up, dog. We don't get down like that over here. Because they so used to being messy and being a pig and wallowing in shit. They